Flag taken.
Watch this flag run. Watch this flag run. I'm very proud of this. Alright, so this is the normal flag run right here. Getting shot in the back. Oh, I'm gonna run it green. I'm gonna run it straight to green and I'm gonna die right here. The flag's gonna be down. Or let's go back to this. Alright, I'm weak. I'm not gonna run it. That's another that's another bad thing to do, a bad habit. I'm not gonna run it because I'm hurt. Well, they can't kill you, so run the flag. Also, oh no, I'm one shot, and I'm gonna sit in green. Screw what I just did. I'm gonna throw it right there, touch it one more time, and then stop running it and hide in this little pocket right there. That's another bad thing. If you can do what I just did right there and confuse the crap not only out of them, but then also be able to run it through. That was a bad idea, or a bad statement. But now watch, I'll do it again right here. Start doing this when you run the flag. You're getting shot from training and you're running a jump up. Same as if you're getting shot from long and you're running it needle pit to plat. Throw the flag into flag, throw it straight, but jump behind your cover. Bam, he can't shoot me anymore. I win. It may be susceptible to grenades, but no one ever throws a grenade if they're trying to shoot you. There's not enough time to throw a grenade from this point in time right here to him shooting me right there to hitting me whenever I cap the flag. So just notice how I pull a little bit to the side. Alright, so now I'll be taking questions. The game's over, 5-0. 5-0 in like 5 minutes, what is that? Yeah, 5.5 minutes. Against people like Sargoth, Napoleon, Nate, and Killzone. Those guys are actually pretty good. Alright, so that guy asked, when is the best time to run a flag? The best time to run a flag is when you have an advantage yourself. Alright? The one advantage that I usually I know. Ooh, that sounded awesome or awful. Jesus Christ. Ooh. The one advantage that I always know of is when you have got them on the run needles. Say they're spawning court, you can jump on plat, shoot them. Well, alright, the best time to run a flag on pit, I would say, is when you can't be killed before you get the flag to green. If you can get the flag to right here, this is the best time to no matter what, like I don't know how to get this out, but if you can get the flag to green, that's all I've got to say. If you can get the flag to green, you should be able to run. You should run it. So watch. If I can just get this flag to green, no matter what, even because there's 2 down, like as long as don't do it something extraordinary like, oh, they're all on our tower, I'm gonna run the flag green. No, like if you have 2 down, don't run the flag to green. But if you have some type of advantage, look how all my teammates are supporting me, and no one else is able to kill me. If you can just get the flag to green, yeah, there's no, exactly what Soviet said. There's no perfect time to run the flag. Don't focus on, we only run the flag when there are 2 dead. We only run the flag when there are 4 dead. I remember that used to be a saying. We only get the bottom hill on construct. Straight up used to do that when there are 4 dead and we have complete top control. Just focus on practicing when to run the flag. When I run the flag whenever I know I can get it to green and have my teammates support me from there. This is the most dangerous time to ever run a flag. You have to know that you can run this flag. We just killed 2, so I know they're not going to kill me from court. And the only guy that can kill me is from Mahler. All I want to do is toss this flag to green. One last thing I'm going to address about this is, if you think you're going to die, if you know you're going to die, what I suggest doing is throwing the flag from right here. You can actually throw the flag from here to green. You can't make it, but you can throw it from there to green. Because of the increased speed. You can throw it at that. You jump throw it about right here to green, and then die and have your teammates run it instead of it being on the edge of plat. Make sure you do that. That's why I'm talking about, Brian. If you're playing with terrible kids, if they pull a runway, I mean, you can't really do much about that. It's not something you can come to me for. Just try and run with people that you know, people that will listen to you, if you want to try something. Soviet asks, I want to know how do you slow down a game. I never slow down a game. I never slow down a game. You gotta find holes in their defenses. If that's the way I play anyway. If I know that other people slow down the game against me, like Sanctuary 49, whatever. But if don't try to slow down a game. I mean, you can say, I guess to answer your question, you can say, hey teammates, hold up, wait for me to spawn. That is the best way to say slow the game down. But find, especially in flag games, find holes in their defenses. Have a guy that goes through sword that like calls out the general area and like be peek shotting. All right, if you can't find places that where you can't die, if they're trying to like back up, if they're trying to like wait for you guys, find defenses in their find holes in their defenses. Go send a guy through sword at the same time shoot that guy needles, and then like you'll hear gunfire, you'll hear footsteps, you'll see the grenades thrown to where they're at, and you can command your team from there to go like, all right, there's 3 guys needles, go one guy go into bridge and get them distracted while we send 3 guys to green long. That's like the perfect thing you can do. Why do you jump to your flag's home when trying to capture an enemy's flag instead of just running it and letting gravity push you down? Jumping means you're in the air. You're vulnerable for a longer time. Jumping actually throws the enemy off. It also, instead of just running straight in where you can die faster because you don't have any variables in your strafe, if you jump throw it, you can automatically get the flag into your flag for your teammates, as well as making sure that there's a variance in your strafe. You don't want to strafe where you just sit still. That's basically what you're doing if you're running it straight in. So make sure that you like throw it make sure you're like running at an angle to the plat like I was talking about, and jump to the side while you're throwing it in. It's just some things that take time in practice. What do you do when you match a team of 4 when going on alone and you aren't really getting support from your team? If they, again, Oreo, this is what I was talking about with this random mates yesterday. You can't really do much about that. What I suggest is you try and talk to your teammates and say, hey, let's go this way. Like, if you were watching that game before, it was 3v4 because my teammate lagged out. We won that game 5-2 because I was like, alright guys, let's go this way, stay alive, come here, follow me, run the flag to green. You gotta do that when you're running random aids. Brian Walkie asks, every time you're on your sword, you're playing like crap, and every time you're on sword training you get peeled. How would you change that? Find areas to, when you, instead of getting peeled, try to find, because usually when you get peeled, alright, people's like, oh my god, their sniper's so good. When you just jump from flag to plat and there's a guy sniping sword. Well, that's like getting peeled. So what I'd suggest is just sit right here, check sword, check training, check bridge, check everywhere before you go, and then like make sure that you're not getting sniped from that side of the map if you're getting sniped a lot. Sorry if I missed any questions so far. Is there a main setup? Main setup is basically the main routes, and that's going green and long haul. There's not really main setups. Why shouldn't you try to move it long haul? Long haul makes the flag go so much longer than green. It also limits you to where you can run the flag afterwards. Say if they spawn Mauler in Halo 3, it was a lot harder to spawn Mauler and shoot the guy going through long than it is in Halo Reach because of the DMR and because of the angle. Actually, you can spawn Mauler and actually see all of long haul, when in Halo 3 you can only see a little bit of it. How do you do the green jump from plat? It takes practice, Kevin. Make sure the flag hits on the edge of the plat and throw green. Again, alright, Damien, what I suggest you do, if you can't make the jump so you run it long, that's detrimenting yourself. That's like saying you can't use rockets, so you'll never pick up rockets again. What you want to do is you just want to practice this. Literally, go into a custom game right now and just practice this over and over until you get it right. And then, like, after you find out how to do it, your thumbs, your hand movements will become like mechanical, and you'll understand how to do it a lot easier. How do you get out of a spawn trap if they're sniping on your sword and your S2? Landy, one more thing to ask, is this Flag or Slayer that you're talking about? Well, Brian, in that situation, what I'd suggest is try to go in theater and see like what you could have done to prevent that. Evade is a bad thing. Do not keep it. Alright, Flag. Alright, let me answer Landy's question, and then I'll have 2 more questions. And Flag, the one thing that you want to do, if there's a guy, your tower sword, you're not going to spawn court. You're going to spawn wall.